Let's try this thing.
Huh?
All right, welcome back to the 18 Goals Podcast, episode 18. This is just a straight football podcast today, man. We ain't really doing there. No, it's just straight footy today. I joined by everybody's favorite, a man in the world, the man that no one hates, Mr. Kev Carter. How you doing?
Yeah, I ain't know what that introduction, but I great man. When it's football, how passionate he is about football. He passionate about a lot of things, but when it comes to football, how he does get. So let me start this thing, man.
Football, girls, and liquor, I understand. And I'm joined
Oh
by
my god.
a good friend of mine, for his first time on the show. Introduce yourself, sir.
Good night, folks. My name is Damar. Just call me Mar, and I'm a Chelsea fan. Yeah, my boy just tell me come through the podcast and let me talk some football. So let's get it.
All right, all right, all right. Start football. We gotta start this off, boys. You gotta start off this way. Yeah, Inter wins the Serie A for the first time in 11 years. Everyone knows I don't know how he's the Inter man. I had to suffer for so many years, and they've finally done it. My Kev, I will be biased, man. What's your thoughts on this, man?
Bias,
Okay, I just
bias.
biased the shit,
Look,
so you better start this
I,
off.
I, no, I mean, like, I think fans around the world are just so relieved by this. Like, last year, remember when he told me last year, that was going to be into year? Well, they was so close last year. 1 point, 1 point. To me, Inter Milan played the better football last year. Yes, they didn't have Lukaku as yet, but they
Nah,
turned
nah,
the
no respect. Lulu
attractive
was there.
football.
Lulu was there. Lulu was putting in the work. Lulu was putting in the work. He didn't fully develop, but
Lukaku was
Lulu
there
was there.
last
Lulu
season.
was there.
He was there. I thought he wasn't even there this season.
Nah, man, the deal last
Nah,
year back to Europa League final and everything, dog.
Oh yeah.
is he
With,
second? Is he second or third season on the Inter?
oh yeah, with Sevilla, this gonna be his second season in truth. Yeah. Well, yeah, when it was playing the better football, to me, I don't think y'all deserve to lose. Juventus barely went through, and then remember they had that game last season against Napoli too. Um, you remember the 4-3, or that was this season? That was the start of this season.
That was
We
last
could,
season.
we could have barely give away the stupid ass penalty in the
That was
90th
last
minute.
season.
Stuff like
Yeah. When
that.
you mentioned him in the
To me,
game.
they had a lot. They had a lot of matches similar to that last season where Juventus barely went through with the skin and the teeth. So I mean, this year now, Inter, I feel like Inter reached another level. Like Lautaro, the whole squad, like Brozovic, all the midfielders. Hakimi was a really good signing from Madrid. Even Arturo Vidal, the clown that he could be signed, I even feel like he really he put in the effort. We all know how good a manager Conte is, especially in league matches. So yeah, it really all come good, and I'm very happy for the guys, man.
All right, Mar, your thoughts, man?
Well, personally, I actually wanted either AC or Inter Milan to win. Honestly, it didn't matter to me, but because Rom was the once a Chelsea player, and I'm happy for him. He's the one player that I think his hard work and all the disrespect he got at United and Justin John people making score at Rom boy his first touch and he improved and worked on his game and showed the world that he is a top class striker. And I am happy for him. He deserves it fully. And personally, as Kevin also said, I did not. I was so upset last year that y'all didn't win because Juventus was very poor under Sarri. For me personally, they were very poor, and they crawled and basically won that league barely. There was no, Sarri ball. It only has one way of playing. Like teams, they didn't really know the score. CR was pulling them, and this year you see how they truly are on the Pirlo. I mean, if CR don't really score, or Chiesa, who really is going to pull that team. Morata chip in now and then, but that team is a mess. They have no identity. So I truly am glad for Inter. The only question that I have now is when it comes to Inter is what's going to happen now is Conte. What's going to happen with your ownership? G suing. I think they sold some states. So what's going to happen to the project now in terms of like ownership and Conte's contract is Is he going to is he going to stay on though? That after he won the league, what were his promises? Because you remember I had Conte at Chelsea. Conte is a manager. He's very demanding and very too demanding. So the question is, no, he delivers scudetto or no what? When he's going to sit on the board, and what is he going to ask for? No, that's what I'm interested to see. What's going to happen now with this project? Because there were rumors about Latour going Barca probably last season and nothing materialized. There are rumors saying that I want back Lukaku. You know that they all need the money to fund the transfers or whatnot. So I'm
Not
interested to see
happening.
what happens now. But it's not. I can't say happening either because
Good
Lukaku
for
said
that
he
though,
himself is
man.
happy. And honestly, I don't think if Inter had to sell Lukaku, Conte for sure will because that's his lieutenant.
Correct.
That's his lieutenant. So you can't sell the lieutenant. You get what I'm saying. So that's just how I feel. But I'm personally very glad for Inter. Glad to see y'all back in big time. But I really like what y'all going domestically. No, please come back in Europe and look decent again. That's what
Man,
we're looking for y'all.
that
To look,
then
to
take
look
some
decent
time.
in Europe. Because our Champions League is very poor. I don't understand the two nil nils at Shakhtar.
Yeah, I
I
don't
watched the
understand
games. I
that.
was like, I don't know, man. But again, congrats to y'all, and that's my take. I'm very happy for y'all. And Raw, man, all the players. And the funny thing about the best players in that interside are actually young ones. The young ones like Bastoni and
Yeah,
Scaranker, he got some age, but and I also who I happy also to see get some love too. Ericsson,
Yeah.
Ericsson was frozen no,
After almost through the door,
but
boy. Jerry thought he the gone, boy, and the man just
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what happened, but Ericsson started. Conte started to start him, and he started finishing the team, and he started scoring goals and assisting. I was just happy for Ericsson as well, man, because Ericsson is an underappreciated player in my opinion, truly.
Yeah,
all
man.
right. Yeah, man. As I said, man, I remember the dark times of Telly Sculato and Kuzmanovic and to turn it around now and see
Oh.
the men winning the league with 4 against the goals an amazing achievement. Yes, I know some people say we should win the league last year, but I never felt it. I know he table said 1 point, but if you really look at it, the guys you better checked out after round 36, so it is what it is. But I always said no 10 in a row. I went on multiple football shows saying hashtag no 10 in a row. And my hashtags do work on it, some other people's ones. So I'm very, very happy for the boys. And I got thoughts of stuff, man. Congratulations to Ericsson. I remember when he first left, people said Tottenham was bigger than Inter. In which world is Tottenham a bigger football club than Inter? Never.
Who said so?
People on ESPN. So
Watching
y'all
watching
owe the
football
world a
trophy.
serious apology. And guys like Bastoni coming just through the youth ranks. Guys like Nicola Barella, the people say, who's this dude? And they balled. Yes, the champion performances weren't great, and I think Conte has to fix that. He's on the Conte out bandwagon after the Champions League exit, but kudos to Conte. He brought home the bacon. I hopefully next year we'll be on the up and up. In terms of the ownership, I feel everything's going to be all right. The guys have secured a loan of over $250 million, so I think things are going to be pretty stable this summer. I'd like to see some additional transfers, but we got to get some guys credit. Guys like Handanovic, who stuck around through the entire Banter era since 2013, finally getting the
This is his
trophy.
this is his first trophy.
First trophy. Guys like D'Ambrosio, people used to laugh at D'Ambrosio, but that's my man, the near post boss, the right back killer. Congratulations to you, sir. You gotta get congratulations to men like Brozovic. Stuck around since 2015, could have left and stayed. He was almost through the door until Spalletti said, you're staying. So congratulations to Mr. Brozovic. And I even gotta get congratulations to this man. I hate this man, but he improved his career, man. Mr. Andre Ranocchia. I know Mr. Xavier will be very happy that I gave his boy a shout out, but he was the last Inter player to win a trophy, and now he has two. So congratulations to you, Mr. Andre Ranocchia. And I feel this is a start. So I think good for the club. I think Inter is back. I can see in the future some more trophies coming. And I think this is the beginning of Inter finally getting the position they should have as a football club. The Inter was, as a club, football people know Inter, but I think the general population doesn't know as of yet. But I think things are going to start changing pretty soon. You got a new logo, you got a new ad campaigns. I think this is the beginning of Inter being a great football club and a big brand. So I just think this is the start of some greatness coming, and hopefully we get that Champions League before you do Juventus. Before you still be at 2. So yeah, that'll be coming. But before I start getting really, really biased, we're going to move on right here, right now, man. Because you know when they ain't to start talking, they get really, really biased. So we can talk about a little something here. So we can talk about some fans that always had something to tell me, right? At but before we do that, we gotta do some plugs, some shameless plugs. I gotta do some plugging first. Remember to check out the Bearded Conversations podcast on Saturday. We just did an episode and it'll be up Saturday. Thanks to Mr. T for organizing this show where men can come on and speak their voices. So we gotta get a shout out to Mr. T for the Bearded Conversations podcast. And my last little plug is my boy Zacchariah streaming on Twitch. We have a good time, some good laughs. He streams on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. Tuesday is Paladins, Thursday is Apex, and Friday is a single player game of the people's choosing. So yeah, come through and support the young content creators in Barbados doing their thing, right? But we gotta talk about this, man. We gotta talk about this. We had some scenes yesterday where it was partying and having fun. Another club that used to be big and having fun years ago had some turmoil yesterday. And at Old Trafford, there was supposed to be a match between Liverpool and Manchester United. But the fans took it into their own hands to flood the stadium and enter onto the pitch. And this is all protest against the owners, the Glazers, who are a bunch of frauds and cons, in my opinion, and who know nothing about football. But I'm gonna let Mar talk about this because Mar is a big Premier League fan. He has a little more knowledge on this topic than I do. So Mar, man, talk your piece, man.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not a Premier League, but once as an expert. But basically, from my take of it, okay, the Glazers. Let's break it down. Football, these owners, we can even use Arsenal as an example of how Kroenke treats the club. These American-based owners, they have teams overseas in the NFL, basketball, but it's just business. And that's the thing. I think there's like a disconnect between like business and football. They don't really care about the sports; they care about the money. And okay, as Man United may not be as big as they were back in the day, but they always maintain they're a global brand. They will always be a very big global brand. You can't take that away from Man United. If you get what I'm saying, they will always be a big global brand. And that's the Glazers' priority. They don't care about the team finishing second, third, fourth. You might get a cup here, Europa League. They don't care about winning the title. If they cared, I think the situation would be very different, very dire. But look, I personally don't. Okay, I believe in protesting and having a voice and doing what you have to do. But honestly, it descended into hooligan antics. Like they mash up the broadcast cameras, mash up the field. Like I think there's a right and a wrong way to go about things. You're all doing more damage to the team itself than to get your point across. But I mean, as me and Darian, as we know our guy, as he said, like this won't really change anything. If you all want to do something, don't go to the games,
Nobody
don't buy any
jerseys.
merch, hit the pockets,
Mm-hmm.
because that again, these are what these companies thrive off of business, off of your money. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's deeper than that. I mean, there was an article I also said there about the Glazers not want to leave. They want to turn My United into a $10 billion business. As I said, it's all about the money and stocks, and there's a disconnect between the sports. Now the question is are Man U fans going to do this again? Because I don't know if you know, the Premier League and the FA are talking about what they're going to do because the schedule is very tight. So they don't know where to put the match now with Man United versus Liverpool. That's a problem. They don't know what to do because, as I said, the schedule is very tight. In order to figure out when they get, because they already have double game weeks. For my FPL, my fantasy people, they already have double game weeks coming out with some clubs. So they don't know where to put the Man United Liverpool fixture. Now I know Darren knows in Serie A, like I know that it's different. They would get a 3-point loss. Serie A is very strict on the rules.
Sierra don't play.
They would
They're
have
gonna
done
say,
got
yo,
a point
when I said
deduction.
gear 3 points, we play this
Yeah,
again.
they would Man United would down with a 3-point loss. So the question is, what is the Prem going to do? Because the Prem FA rules are clashing. They're not sure if to do a point deduction, if to reschedule a game or play. I don't know what's going on, but you have to wait and see. But there's also news coming out saying that the fans are planning another protest, another attack, another whatever you want to call it. I mean, personally, I think y'all are doing more damage than good. Like, yes, protests have a voice, but don't descend into violence and hooligan antics because they had instances the police fighting with people and you're destroying the stadium. If this is your football club, you go to your stadium. I mean, I've never been to Stamford Bridge. I would like to be there someday. You think I can go to Stamford Bridge and kick down match corner flags and hit no broadcast cameras if they had a problem with Roman anymore? No. That does more harm than good. If you get what I'm saying, look, I say here the players. So I sure Darren can go inside the San Siro, and do those sort of things. So I think you have to know where to draw the line. If you get what I'm saying, there's a right and a wrong way to go about it. But I understand why they're protesting because the numbers show the Glazers don't put money into the club, That's the crazy thing. The Glazers do not put money into the club. All the transfers, all they do comes out the club revenue itself. It's not like how Roman dips his personal stash and say, all right, Chelsea want a player, I get Percy but this month, put 80, put 50. You get what I'm saying? The Glazers don't do that. Everything comes within the club's revenue, which is crazy. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So look at all the money he spent over years, and the Glazers don't put a cent. They just take it out the club's revenue and do what they have to do. So I can understand my fans' anger and rage. It's valid. It's crazy. But again, you have to ask yourself, if y'all want to hurt these men, what are you really gonna do? Because if the prime time action, y'all get 3-point deduction, or affects the team's psyche or playing, then what? The Glazers can still do what they gotta do. Because at the end of the day, y'all just making noise.
Pay less investment. Nobody say,
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they don't put any investment.
True.
That's the crazy part. They don't really put any investment. Like I said, it's all a business. It's just a brand. They just want the stocks, the shirt sales look pretty. Miner recognized as a sporting brand, and them get money, and they don't any financial quarter. They don't care about the sporting part. Yeah, because let's be honest. Let's take
hold on 1 minute, because I like to know they have made more money since Fergie left, and they haven't won anything. Well, they haven't won much major things since he left. They won the Europa League and some of the little Mickey Mouse Cup.
And their money has gone. Their stocks have gone up.
Their stock has gone up. They're dropped Chevrolet for some new team. What the new sponsor is? They're gotten more money from Nike with Adidas. They're also getting more money they went from Eon to Chevrolet, which is more money. Now they're leaving Chevrolet for some team, View or whatever the new sponsor is, which is even more money. So they're playing worse and getting more money. This is worse than Knicks, in my opinion. I don't know how this is happening, but they're getting more money. But continue, DeMar.
But following money trend, you just basically said it. Like y'all, a top class manager retiring a bowed out. The team dipped. Y'all have not been anywhere near close what you all years now. This is a good long time. You have been in discussion of one top teams in Europe, and it's like, but yet their stocks is going up. Why? Because in fact, let me go back and when y'all buy Di Maria, everybody rushing buy Di Maria shirt. I remember it. I remember it. You fans, we got Di Maria, we got the play, field projects, field signings. You waste money on these men to come play a season, ain't too much left and no shining elsewhere.
Correct.
Why is that? You're relying on Cavani. You're begging him to sign a 1-year extension to stay and play some more for y'all. Bruno has been a very good signing. You gotta respect Bruno. I respect Bruno. Bruno's a player that's really hard, but he's just one player. Then the whole thing with Pogba and a new contract. I personally would not give Pogba a new contract. I think Man needs to move on from Pogba. That's just my opinion. Because the thing about Pogba to me, he attitude be so. It be so like here and there. It don't feel like he playing.
But to me,
he don't play that much to me.
I never understood why he went back to Man United. In my opinion, I don't know if he was trying to. He went to Juventus to.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't. But again, he was a youth academy product. I think he was there for like I don't know if he was trying to like what's the word, chasing a fairy tale. Like he was going back home again. Matt Wright again, showing what he can do. But it's always tell people the best football I've seen Pogba players in a Juventus jersey.
Yeah.
Under Conte, not 3-5-2. Next thing, but then I tell people get vexed. Look how Pogba had next to him in midfield. Marquisio, Vidal, Pirlo. All them men do dirty work. Pogba can express himself and do what he has to do. And that's Pogba's game. Pogba's an expressive player. He's not a player you can tell hold him if you but himself.
Yeah.
He don't because Mourinho was vexed with he don't like the trap back and defend. He don't hold him in. And then when Ole come, he put Pogba as a 10 behind the striker and he starts scoring goals and assists like mad. But then he went cold again. So you ask yourself, what is it about Pogba that they can't get the best of the Pogba? Why is it easy setting in patches for them, hot and cold, So, but again, I think it goes past because I don't know. My United politics over years have been very messy. The fans can see it, which I respect, but the Glazers don't care. They don't care, and the project is going nowhere because okay, if all they live in Europa League and they finish second, they're gonna see that as an achievement. But in reality, is it really an achievement? Mourinho did that. Mourinho came second and Mourinho won the Europa League. You're just repeating what Mourinho
And
do.
to me, Mourinho did it with more style too. If let's keep it real.
But you know Mourinho's thought big. Mourinho said that was the best thing that happened to y'all since sliced bread. Literally, y'all only had nothing since I lift out them trophies for when I get one in second. So if all he does that, okay, it was done already. Next, so what's gonna happen next season? Why do Miners still have Martial? I can't understand why these keep it like Martial is a player that I know we diverted from the Glazers, but I just it's football. Like Martial is a player I had high hopes for.
Me
Remember
too. Me
Martial
too.
at
Me
Monaco?
too.
Martial was hot. Martial was hot. Martial was one young Frenchman kind of that was taught about his talents coming into football. Martial at MU, he scored 17 goals, and then the chaos happened. The really man number 9 get to Zlatan. He had issue with his partner and the child and stuff, and obviously he's a young player in the country, a different country. That affect his psyche and the mentality and the dick. But since then, Martial has not been.
The same.
Martial is a very far cry of what he was supposed to be. That is disappointing, honestly. And then don't even get me started with Harry Maguire.
Man, I
I
want to
don't
man, I
rate.
want to talk with him, man. We ain't want to talk with him first, man. We gotta talk. Kev, jump in here, man. Kev, let me hear your piece back. I want to talk with him first,
Let,
man. Go on.
Right.
We talk about Maguire. Even my
Okay.
money can play better than Maguire,
Marlon,
man. Come on, talk, Kev.
honestly, right? This whole invading the pitch and thing, I feel like man, you find just like attention by the guy. I feel right. They just this is just a tactic, to take the attention of City about to win the league. Isn't it a coincidence that had they lost this game right to Liverpool, that City
We'll be
would have
champions.
mathematically won the league?
ironic.
It
Perfect
can
timing,
be
yeah.
it can be a coincidence, but not only that too. I find from speaking to well, a lot of Man United fans like they're not really fond of the Glazers because I don't believe that they really understand football. I think they're just very rich and they decided to buy the club, but they don't think they particularly understand football like a typical football fan. So I think that's why the fans. That's part of the reason too why the fans were disapproval with them for about how long? No, I think it's about
15
12
years or
years,
whatever it is, boy.
12 years or so. So yeah, that's my take on it, but I still believe it's sort of I think the typical Man United fan just like to do things for attention. They just like all the attention to be on them. Even if they're playing the shittiest football ever, they just want to make it seem like, oh, we so great, we the best club ever. The boy ain't as passionate about the club as we are about ours. All the arrogant BS. But I just think it's a ploy to bring attention to themselves. Um, I was actually looking forward to watching the game because Liverpool. You don't know with Liverpool this season. You don't know what you can get from them. Um, but I was looking forward to it because my United Liverpool games has always been real tasty, man. It's got a lot of clashes on the pitch. There's actually got some entertaining goals. There's hardly ever finished 0-0. So yeah, I was looking forward to getting when any fans and do this crap. So
Yeah, man. I get finish
yeah,
out here, so man. I was kind of not really paying much attention because I was on live streams. Shout out to my boy Uncle Sharma. We was partying celebrating number 19. So I was really paying these jokers much attention. And these
my,
monkey, I know the next thing too. These men try to steal my thunder on the CAD after 11 years. I kind of angry with one of it too, let's see what look of it. That what I could have let get another league title. I want to stop my celebrations for going on. So I kind of a little worried about this, right?
crazy.
But as 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 Mar and as we all know, our guy have up and said, look, I don't feel nothing going to change until the money stop flowing. So as long as the jerseys keep selling, when COVID over and the stadium open back and y'all flood the stadiums again, as long as the scarves selling, y'all buying in England, y'all buying those expensive matches for Sky. As long as those things keep continuing, I do not see no change at Man United occurring. If y'all want change, y'all need to boycott the stadium. We're not going to matches anymore. We're not buying your jerseys anymore. Because
Exactly.
if that happens, I know Adidas can pull up on y'all quick. The sponsors can pull up on y'all quick, and the Sky, BT, and the rest of the Premier League broadcasters can pull up on y'all quick. Cause you get like horrible. Pandemic over, everybody got stairs in the Fancy Stadium and you're empty or near empty. 20, let's say 20% go. Fun. It's still gonna look horrible.
Yeah.
So until that happened, and the Premier League try to push them out, or to these fans say, look, we spend the money, I don't see the Glazers leaving. As me and Mark quickly pointed out, they're making more money with the team playing worse and worse football. How that's happening, I don't know, but it's happening. So I do not see no change happening in the short term. I think what's going to happen is the Glazers might go and buy a man or two in the summer to make y'all happy. You might go and sign. I hope my boy do a good year. Mr. Jadon Sancho, he left up his jersey.
So,
Y'all will say, we got Sancho. The owners are spending money. They finally see our way of thinking. These are guys that these guys meant to play football with their hands. These men know nothing about football. So they say, we make the soccer fans happy. We give them Mr. Jadon Sancho. And y'all are going to go and fall for the trick again. Sancho's going to come there. He's unfortunately going to flop. Then y'all are going to keep noise again. Then you never know. My boy Mr. Beppe Murata will put a little cheat deal and carry him back to start. See, ready? He will start balling again. And then y'all see as a dead league because we take y'all players that are supposed to be good, but y'all treat them like crap and then they start winning again.
on
So,
the beak.
oh, Mr. DeMar, why you keep bringing up these guys, sir?
Who?
Van de
You
Beek.
got you got you got yell out the fallen soldiers because he was so good at
I
I
did.
don't know what he went there.
Like,
I
Man,
don't know what
shit.
he went there.
remember when they was saying that Arsenal is kill your career? I used to tell man do it at Arsenal. I think Man United is the next place. I mean, just avoid Man United.
Yeah, too many players,
I
man.
don't know, man.
The
I,
boy,
How my boy doing, Wambasaka?
huh?
I somebody's calling Wambasaka. How he doing?
Man, he ain't doing bad, you know. He ain't look trash. He performing
sharing
as well.
tacos, like he's sharing tacos like water. But the only
It's,
thing about Wasaka that I miss from watching him was a player at Crystal Palace. He was assisting and scoring more for
Mm-hmm.
sure. He's definitely a more potent attacking threat at Crystal Palace. But mind you, he like to talk about. That's the best. That's what my fans is calling for. He might love to ring a tackle in, but
Good. I
in
Wambasaka.
terms of like in
man,
terms of he attacking stats, he's more defensive at my But at Palace, had a beautiful link up. So
Yeah, we got a spot for you too, man. We need to get another Champions League belt. But moving on. All right, moving on here. So now we gotta talk about this here. So switch it out. Woo, man, the La Liga title race, boys. La Liga. We got three boys. We have four. Unfortunately, Sevilla bricked it as usual. I wasn't really confident in, but people are getting benefit though. But we got three men that could win this league, boys, with 4 games to go. We got Atletico Madrid, who were leading at 1 point with about 16, I don't know, 14 point
13,
lead, 13-point lead.
14.
I could have been 16 points clear, but that
yeah.
didn't materialize. We got Real Madrid, their neighbors, who are only 2 points behind. And we have UEFA Lona, who are also on
But
uh,
let's see, Terry.
74 points. So 2 points cover the top three, and six cover the top four. As I said, I don't think Sevilla will do anything. They bricked it again today. But I want you, Mr. Kev, man, as a Real Madrid fan, we think that happen. And I remember I said Zidane doubling coming. You think a tripping, or you think it could happen? What's your thoughts, man?
Man, look, I can start off by saying that Sevilla is break everything
Except for the Europa League,
except
they owe me the Europa
except
League trophy.
Europa
But go
League.
ahead.
Except the Europa League. I mean, you remember the game you was watching this season, the Copa del Rey game that they should have won when they missed a
Yes, I do remember. I
penalty.
do remember.
Oh my god, that thing is break everything. Second of all, um, I do think it's advantage Real Madrid because Atletico will have to play Barcelona on Saturday. Um, if that game draws, then and Real Madrid beat Sevilla, then Real Madrid will be level on points with Atletico and 2 points above Barca. So And the thing about it is Real Madrid obviously will be leading the head to head. They would have beat Barcelona 3-1 at the Camp Nou and 2-1 at home.
Mm-hmm.
And they also lead head to head with Atletico because it was the first team to beat them for the season. They would have beat them 2-0 at Real Madrid. Then they would have went to the Metropolitan and draw 1-0. So it's really advantage Madrid when you look at it, Real Madrid when you look at it like that. Um, Obviously, to me, if Atletico was to win this title, they will really have to earn it. Though in my opinion, they have to absolutely have to beat Barcelona to win this title. If they draw or lose, title rest over. In my opinion,
So,
that's just how we see it.
all right. No, this is my thing. You said advantage Real Madrid, but they still have to play Sevilla with this. So if that probably help the title, that'd be a big game. You still gotta get
No,
to
no, no, no,
Granada, which
no,
is all right. You should win at Granada, but then you still gotta navigate Athletic Bilbao, and then you still got Villarreal. I still think that's a slightly,
no,
that's
no,
not
no,
to be a
no,
tricky kind of schedule to navigate.
no, 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 no,
So
no,
I
Arthur.
tripping, I tripping.
Real Madrid on those teams. Anyhow. Alright, listen. Alright, this is my take on it. Right, how I'm looking at it is that yes, we got Chelsea, in between the fixtures, right? But the way how Zidane has conditioned these players, I mean, and we getting back close to our full team throughout most of the season. I think Real Madrid had the highest number of injuries for the whole season. I mean, like I don't think there's any particular time in season where we had a full squad of first team players. I mean, even in the win a couple weeks ago against not Real Betis, the game before that, they had about 11 first team players in the whole squad. 23-man squad and only 11 first team players, and they still managed to win the game. So what I'm saying is, what Zidane does, I don't know, he had this sort of good understanding with the players, and he set them to see every game like it's a final. So like the end of last season, coming out to the lockdown, he told the players we have 11 finals, and then they went on the match winning streak, 11 wins in a row, and that's what got them the La Liga title. I think they were actually about 3 or 5 points behind Barca coming out of lockdown, and they won 11 matches in a row. And then the last game was a draw, but the title was already wrapped up. So I don't know. I just have a strong feeling that yes, those are some tricky matches, but I just got this strong feeling that if they manage to beat Sevilla and Atletico and Barca game draw, from there, from there it will be finished. That's just
But
how we
this is
see it.
about the problem, right? First, we need Atletico to win, right? Or draw,
Mhm,
because
mhm.
I the Barca
I
critic
mean,
right now, right? I don't really
yeah,
want
but
this is Barca. This Barcelona too important to win a trophy, to win a league title.
yeah, but
Hold
them
on.
in
Let me land. Let
form
me land.
though.
Let me land. Barca after if
Go on,
whatever
go on.
happens after that game, Barca have Levante, Celta, and Eibar, who's already been relegated. I think that's a very easy fixture list.
Man,
And
see,
Atletico Madrid, whatever happens in that game, they still have they got Real Sociedad. All right, that's a tough one. Osasuna and who's these what these Valladolid or whatever these men name.
Valladolid, yeah.
Ballon
Valladolid.
d'Or.
Good. Now again, not
Mhm.
as easy as Barca, but still negotiable. I think is there a chance that Barcelona could win this league title?
It's still
Yep.
mathematically, it's still possible. Um, but you gotta remember the thing about Barcelona is right. Don't forget they struggle against teams that have like a okay defense. Ibar obviously you can see them getting past Ibar. But I mean look at the Granada match. They had 81% possession. A matter of fact, I was looking at statistics the other day. The games that they had the most possession in La Liga this season, 83%, 81%, they lost both of those matches. Like Granada literally had two shots and two goals. two shots, not just two shots on target, two shots in all, and both of them scored. Like I don't know if the gods of football against Barcelona this season or something, but these guys have many the chances hit the post. Like Jessica Alba will put in a cross, and it just like Griezmann or Messi just don't get on the end of it. Like I don't know. I just feel like the gods of football been in Atletico Madrid's favor this season, and I don't know. To be honest, I would not be surprised if Atletico won, but I feel like the experience and the team chemistry that Real Madrid has, I feel like, and the coach, I feel like Real Madrid could pull this off. And I do believe that yes, Barca may have the easiest fixtures after the Atletico game. But I would not be surprised if Levante, especially Levante, out of those three teams,
Mhm.
in the last three fixtures, I would not be surprised if they give them a run. They also have to play Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo usually always give them a push. So we will see how that goes.
All right. All right. Mar, how you see this? How you see this race play out, man?
Well,
You think Zidane can pull it off? You think Simeone can hold on, or we think Ronald Koeman can finally get trophy?
let's begin by looking at let's begin looking at the habits of these teams. I can start Atletico because I actually like Atletico team. I always like Atletico over years,
Mm-hmm.
but Atletico's problem is simple. Diego Simeone. He's the problem and their solution.
Too negative.
Simeone, as a man is called here, football terrorist. Simeone has some of the most best attacking young players you could ever want in a squad. Like, you look at Atletico's squad that like over the seasons, Atletico's got a good squad.
Yep.
And Simeone just got the man playing shut up shop
Yep.
football. Let this man overuse 4-4-2 till you can't use 4-4-2 no more. He changed the formation this season.
Uh,
But the thing with Simeone, the negative football still comes because all right, it all happened when Atletico but Real Madrid. Atletico was doing good, scoring goals. Joao Felix was beginning to express himself. Thomas Lamar get back a career because I don't know what happened to he. Like the team was clicking. Atletico was going good, and Simeone do the one thing that he always does. Then he's on the precipice of greatness. He defends. He shoots himself in the foot. Simeone set up a 4-4-2 and defend. And Real Madrid beat them. I was so disappointed. I was like, Simeone, he changed the formation. I think it's a 3-4-1-2 they were using. Simeone, the formation working. You're playing a bit more expansive, a bit more attacking. You gotta play Real Madrid. You can get defensive, and as Conte, Conte has the same show, like you must show them respect. Like when you playing a point tougher than him, you show these men respect and you more or less bend over for them and then they beat you. That hit the players' morale. Then Atletico obviously had injuries and we all know COVID is a thing plague in the world. It's very annoying because when the football catch COVID, you don't come back the same. And Atletico just honestly, there's no way. Like if they don't win the title, I think Simeone should respectfully bow because like how you go from a 30-point lead to barely holding on to two. That's ridiculous. It had the table, like the table has no right looking like this. Atletico should be oversight and set, or you see how Darren celebrating 8 minutes. We should hear Atletico are the 2020, 2021 La Liga champions. I would like that for them. I really would. But because of their pedigree and their heights, I can see Barcelona either beating them or draw. I don't have hope they're going to beat Barcelona. It all depends on Ronald Koeman. No offense, I don't rate him highly as a coach. I like his Netherlands side. He had Dutch
That was
looking
a good
good.
side. That was a good
I
side.
was actually annoyed that he left the Dutch man. He left the Dutch team to go to Mad Bar. So I was like, Coleman, you clearly is a better national team coach than a club because we all remember Coleman, Everton, and he had nothing to show the boat. If you get what I'm saying, but
yeah.
the football, like especially when the Granada game, he had all the ball but nothing to show for it, and Granada beat them. Like if you pull the table now, looking at let me see who the rest of Barcelona fixtures. I think Kevin already discussed them, but let me just take a peek.
Barcelona fixtures.
Levante.
Barcelona have to play
Hold on, I can tell you.
Levante.
They got to play
Yeah.
Levante. It's Celta Vigo
Celta
and
Vigo,
Eibar.
Celta Vigo is that boogie side. I mean, to beat them a season ago with Valverde, but you know, Celta Vigo's that boogie side.
Well,
You
true,
know that match
true,
will be hot.
true, true,
Celta
true.
Vigo's that boogie side, so you got to be careful that match.
Yeah, I tell you so.
Levante, Levante going from on 11, Levante 13. As I said, these small sides can be very tricky because the thing about La Liga is funny. Granada beat Barcelona 2-1,
We
and
true.
then Sevilla beat them 1-0. Sevilla beat Granada 1-0.
Yeah,
So this
yeah,
season, and Osasuna stick. I think you see Cadiz. Cadiz stick all the big sides, but
yeah.
that's another one lay down for them to get washed. But so Cadiz stick. Cadiz stick Real Madrid, they stick Barcelona. Like
Mm-hmm.
that Cadiz say was on giant killer vibes. So what I'm saying is, I honestly don't know how to call this La Liga because, as Kevin said, Real Madrid have the better head-to-head. So if Atletico and Barca draw and Real Madrid beat Sevilla, and they tell you on points or what's not, Real Madrid have the better on head-to-head. So Real Madrid will get in the lead. But based on like, if I looking at habits of teams of pedigree, because you know last season Barcelona brick it, Barcelona had a chance and they bricked it.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see that happening again, just based on no offense, Koeman, and I don't really trust him as a coach. I don't. Like
Yeah.
they started playing better football and Messi started to smile again a little better, but then all habits die hard, as they say. Like they went back to doing the same foolishness. And like Koeman, I see Barcelona fans on social media talking about players that Koeman frees out, like who's calling name? I can't get name pronounced.
Pooch?
Ricky Puig. Like
Huge. Yeah, huge.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. He get freeze up or something. I don't know what's
He
going
don't
on
play
with
no
him.
man for some reason.
Don't play
He
like
mentioned.
the certain players that he don't play. And like Barcelona fans want to know, like he's gonna. That's what Barcelona fans saying he's gonna pay for freezing him out or not trusting him. And
Yeah.
you gotta see no. I
Yeah.
mean Griezmann is starting to score goals no, but honestly Griezmann should have leveled on Barcelona. He's the fool. Griezmann could have started off at a shirt. That's what I
I'd be a
also want.
legend. He should be an athletic legend at this point, but
I want Federer win so just lift the trophy and look at you like you're a fool. That could have been you. You're a fool. But you
Yeah.
want
I
Barcelona
want touch
squad.
on
Messi
Atletico
never
League,
like you. Messi never like he in the beginning. Griezmann is a shadow striker. You gotta play him a two. Barcelona DNA is 4-3-3. Where you can play? Can't put him in left, can't put
can't
him
put him
right.
right.
He
And you can
ain't
change it
look he ain't look
themselves.
he ain't look nothing. Griezmann is a system utility player. He got to put he in a specific system for you to look like something. No offense to him. I like Griezmann. Griezmann best season to me is when he had the blow more hot and he hit 31 goals. If I remember that, I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
as I
Yeah.
said, when he first come from he to come from where Sociedad.
Rest of
Yeah,
the
so
yeah.
that, yeah.
Right, the amount of fraud. Like, this man boated. Like I didn't like Griezmann bad, but then he started to fade off a little bit. Simeone defensive football's catch up to all the players. And
Like the
because
cat, like
I
the
mean,
cat. He got my boy struggling, boy.
because it's like the thing about Atletico is a home of great strikers, Falco and all of them. But at the same time,
Aguero and all them, man.
Forlan. Yeah.
let's get veteran strikers good enough. Because you see Joe Felix, I was like, fam, you went golden boy. You the so cool at Benfica. Joe Felix is the next hot thing. Joe Felix gone there and just what he even scored 10 goals in the season. I actually being serious. I don't even know. I don't
I
even know
don't
his
think
stats.
no, not so much.
He
Not so
doesn't.
much.
He doesn't do anything. Like and then Costa get doing age. Costa doing thing, but he always getting injured. Who's the next striker they got? No, then he's playing. They convert Lorente.
Bunty man,
He
Bunty
convert.
man.
Yeah, he
Oh,
convert Suarez.
Dembele,
Did he joke? Suarez is
then
pulling. The crazy thing is, right? Suarez is pulling Atletico.
He starts
They
the
think
balling, boy. He first key the balling.
Suarez,
yeah,
Suarez either score a penalty or Suarez
yeah,
scored that crucial goal and it's a 1-0.
yeah.
Suarez was pulling Atletico. Suarez he pulled Atletico, but the question is, can he pull him over the line? No. Is he bad? Is he fit?
Mm-hmm.
What Suarez started is he's fit.
He got 7 goals this season in
He
La
played
Liga.
the other day though. I
Ah,
want to touch on Atletico Madrid though before y'all finish though.
But let me finish it. Let me finish this with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
To me personally, I agree with Kevin. The most likely candidate, based on like watching football and the habits of teams, Real Madrid. If Real Madrid take it, I would not be surprised because like them is just Real Madrid. One of Real Madrid that you have to respect is the pedigree. You
yeah,
got to
yeah,
respect it as a
yeah. Got that
captain, and
pedigree.
then them the pedigree. Barcelona, I don't trust Koeman. I do not trust Ronald Koeman. I do not. If you had to put all them matches in the room, Zizou. For all them based on their delivery of results, I would trust Zidane to get Real Madrid over the line. He's done this before. If you get what I'm saying, he's known to pull this foolishness. You know, get what I'm saying? But Simeone let me down. Simeone shoot himself in the foot over and over, and I will not be surprised. 'Cause I feel like even Atletico about certain opponents, they have an inferiority complex.
Yeah, I think they still got
And if
inferiority
you
complex. Yeah, like to me, they still see themselves as a small team. Not they don't see themselves as Real Madrid
exactly,
rival. They
and
see
then
as a little
even in
minor
Madrid
brother.
derby, it's like them just bow down for Real Madrid. It's like fam, these are our city rivals, yes, but at the same time, Atletico has great history. Like, play for the badge. Like, don't just bow down for these teams. I don't want to. Like, if you get Germany, Dortmund and Bayern Munich derby is be a gaff because Dortmund just bow down for Bayern Munich every single time. So I
Yeah.
just think Atletico have an inferiority complex, and I think Simeone is do like every so Pep is overthinking and shoot himself in foot. I think Simeone is getting defensive back and like okay, I can shot that shot, I can play for nil and he shoot himself in foot. But right now on stats and everything, if Real Madrid take it, I will not be surprised. But again, it's all up to the three teams, and they gotta play each other. Barcelona gotta play Atletico, Real Madrid gotta play Sevilla. Like it can be this is the tightest I've seen La Liga in a good
In a
while.
long time, man, a long
So
time. Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
the
Kev,
best
finish up this.
enjoy the ride and let me see who as Samir also says who got cojones. We can see who
What
got
other team got the
cojones.
cojones? I think we need to see he cojones. He need to stop playing that defensive shit football. Kev,
Exactly.
finish it up, finish up,
We
Kev.
so we can see who got the cojones to lead it over the line to win La Liga.
Right, right. So what I wanted to say though is that to me, right, even when Atletico Madrid was 14 points clear, right? Like to me, I never ever see a team get so much deflected goals. Like I would watch the highlights after every single match, and you would see almost a deflected goal either from Carrera or from our ex-player Marcus Llorente. Like, and they was getting so much 1-0. If y'all just take Atletico Madrid on Google, right, and check all their La Liga games this season, you can just see so much 1-0. You can, it's very seldom you will see like a 2-0 or 4-0, just bare 1-0. Like to me,
They're famous for one else, fam.
I mean,
Famous.
like, yes, it's a good strat. I mean, like, I understand, like, they're very good defensively, but to me, I think tactics is a bit too negative. If you go back to the Champions League game with Leipzig last year, like, I think it was the quarterfinal stage. There's no way. I mean, let's say had a very good team at that time. I mean, Werner wasn't really a flop like how he is now. Like, he was actually performing. They still
Ah
has
boy.
they still, they still had Sabitzer and Frostberg and all them was in farm Paulson and all them in. So like I mean yeah, there was a good team, but to me Atletico Madrid, their tactics in that time was so negative. This season against Chelsea, I mean Chelsea playing well on the Tuchel, I can't deny that for sure. But the tactics again, I mean they even managed to score a goal against Chelsea, which is
I
very
expected more of a challenge, not gonna lie. I actually
they
expected Atletico to
they
actually run
scored
at me.
0 goals in over them 2 legs. Um,
I'm not short attempts neither. They really shoot at me neither.
so to me, like, yes, they were 14 points clear, but to me, they were getting very fortunate. Like, even this became they considered penalty in 90th minute. Or Black was actually off the line, but they didn't have to retake the penalty. He saved the penalty, but they didn't have to retake the other team didn't get to retake the penalty. Elche, but I mean, like that was so unconvincing. They were just playing for the 1-0 win, and then lo and behold, Elche had a penalty in 90th minute, but it didn't convert. So I don't know that I feel like the gods of football just been on their side, but we'll see how long this keeps up. That's all I wanted to say.
All right, sounds good. Then we gonna move on. We gotta finish up here. So, guys, we gotta talk about this, man. We can do some CL and then we out to here. I can sense it to when I'm playing on Wednesday. We can talk about this game first, man. PSG. You were winning. You had everyone backing you. I was getting ready to do a lap stream as usual and talk my crap. And you bricked it in the second half. Uh, what's gonna happen tomorrow? Kev, I can start you, Kev. I can last on this one.
Hey, I can start off this one. Arthur going. I mean, look, I still feel right. PSG have such a good squad, though. Like both teams have such good squads, and like I don't feel the tie completely over. A lot of people writing off PSG, right? But the way how PSG play on the counter attack, and the fact that although City fans admitting and City players admitting, on the courts trying to instill this mindset into them that it's not over, I feel like the excitement or being so close to the finish line after like 4 or 5 years and not even getting past the the quarterfinals, I feel like they may either be overexcited and PSG could capitalize on that. They may underestimate PSG, or they could put in a performance like that second half last week. But even Pep himself admit that he doesn't expect him to play 90 minutes. Like they did that second half. He admit that they're gonna suffer a little bit. Because PSG has a lot of quality. Um, if Man City play like how they play that second leg, they go through. I mean that second half, then they go through. But it's a tough one to call though. It's very tough. Uh, Artie, you're not gonna like this, right? But
Go
I don't
ahead.
think you can get. I don't think you can get elect stream. I feel like Pep is not going to screw this up. I don't think so. I mean, I give you the benefit of the doubt.
So prediction,
Um,
score prediction.
Score?
Yeah.
I think in 1-0.
One
I
all.
think in 1-0, and then Man City go through. Yeah, 1-0.
All right. Damar, hit me,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Thoughts on this game, man? What do you think gonna happen, man?
I just want to say disclaimer. I have a PSG hoodie, not because I'm a PSG fan, but PSG gear clean. I see it.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
that hoodie clean as shit. That hoodie clean,
let's
boy.
do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
But differently, let me get down to business now. Mbappe might not play. Let's address the elephant in the room. Mbappe might
Oh
not
yeah,
play
yeah.
because he did not play this weekend headlines, and the reports were saying he did not participate in training, and he trained individually, and Poch is unsure what to do with him. Now, I missed the first half. I was busy. I watched the second half, but I heard Neymar behave real dibby, real bad. He actually played real top in that first half. I only
Yeah,
see
yeah.
Frank like the second half. I don't know. I watched. I was confused. I was like, because the first goal scored, I was like, Navas, how what? You
What
play
going
so
on
top
there?
church. I was like, huh?
What going on
The
there? It's like,
goal, like, I was like, what's up? That's a FIFA goal. Literally, that's something you see on FIFA, like a glitch. Like I don't know if he mistimed the ball or he thought I was gonna roll past, but Navas said move. The ball did. I mean, rolling. I was like, seriously, 1-1. Then PSG wall, like, then understand the mechanics of how to defend a free kick, and Paredes and who else can bet some of them like they get frightened and they want to hit by ball and move and like ball rolling to 1, and everything just crumbled apart after that. No, I thought man Mbappe was injured. Mbappe was playing through pain. That's why he ain't really do nothing in that game. I know like then look he had a calf injury, he ain't play against Lens. No, he might not play in this leg. So the question is what's gonna happen? Because honestly, because PSG goals mostly come from Mbappe, Neymar, Demers chipping now and then, Moise Keane, Icardi. If Mbappe don't play, what's Potter gonna do? Because he's the star of Champions League. Neymar shooting boots have not been on for a while. Neymar's assists, I'll give him that. He set up goals, but his shooting boots have been, Neymar really, yeah, what I'm saying in Champions League, go up, but hasn't been really, but he's still playing good. If Mbappe doesn't play, I'm interested in what Potter does. Because then who he can put up top? He can put Neymar at 10, put Verratti deep as a 6. Because remember, Goye got the red card. So Goye can't play. So he can put Verratti back deep, put him 6, put Neymar at 10, Demir on the right, Mbappe, I'm sorry, Neymar, who he put on the left? You gotta put Moiskin or Ikari on top.
you gotta put
You
your
get what
voice
I'm saying?
king. Yeah, voice king. You're probably
So
put
as I said,
Neymar in left.
he has a talented squad, but then Potter already had a board, bro. Who outside the star 11 does Potter have like bench as game changers? Honestly,
Nobody.
that's gonna change the game. They don't have game changers. That little man was playing Baker. He was terrible. Oh, he
Yeah,
was
he let me
horrible.
down. But he thought he did come on
Like,
something.
I don't know what he was doing, bro. Like, I think, but the thing is, bro, I wasn't surprised at Guay's red card because that almost happened in the Birmingham game. Just Paul
No,
getting
yeah,
taken off. Paul
yeah,
getting
yeah.
taken off before he gets
Yeah,
second yellow because
it's
he's met
true.
some. He's a
Trippy,
very good defensive mid. Because I was actually annoyed that Everton let he go. I was like, well, no, like that's a top midfielder, be like. But yeah, he too wild. He's met wild challenges to get foolish cards. What I will say now, okay, Kevin said he don't think Pat get overthink, but this is Pat. This is Pat we talking about. I think Pat always overthink.
Man,
He can play football. I think he's not gonna change his football for his second leg because they're at
nah.
home, yeah. They're not. He can
Yeah,
play defense. He can keep
yeah,
the football. He
yeah.
play the first leg. He keep playing that. I will say he will try to be more conservative though. I don't know if he can use false nine again because I was surprised. Cause I thought. I mean, all right. I don't really fancy Jesus as a striker, but he's doing the dirty work. Because Jesus is a player to me, he's only work against certain opponents. Otherwise, he's useless. No offense. I don't know. But you got Aguero there. Like, we don't use Aguero. I was like surprised they use a striker. I like 4 of them, but false nine, I was surprised. But honestly, that game is too hard to call for me because it's not. I can't see PSG not scoring. That's the thing, you
I
know.
think you can't see if you got
I
scored.
can't see them not scoring. The question is can City see it out? That's what I'm saying. I would go for 2-1.
Don't want to who?
To who?
That's the thing. I still deciding I like 2-1 to who. I can see it 2-1. I just don't know to who.
Man,
Because
yeah.
if PSG gets a 2-1, who wins? What is correct? Because it's 2-1 I argue.
We gotta get the
Extra
penalties.
time.
Extra time and then
Extra
penalties.
time.
They're gonna get extra time.
Yeah.
But PSG gonna score what? 3
Yeah, 3-1 or 3-2
or 2. They can't see it.
2-0 or
Yeah,
something.
2-0 then true. But
But
I
you know,
don't see PSG not conceding either.
but look, you know the
That's
funny
the thing.
thing is, right, Arthur?
Mm-hmm.
Last season when Man City beat Real Madrid to go through, they won the first leg 2-1, and guess the second leg score. Remember
It was a 2-1 or something like that.
it was 2-1 also. So I mean, I don't know. You gotta see how this goes, right?
But I can see. I honestly, if Mbappe don't play, and all depends on team put out. But I could see it 2-1, and City getting over the line. Personally, that's my take. I could see City getting over the line.
All right, they're like going with me.
Yeah,
The
listening.
talks are lap winning the CL. It's
Arthur.
too much for me to bear. Hold on, I getting in on this. If Lard or we should go and Mbappe start somehow, right? He needs to score, and if he does score early, I go out on a limb. I tell you my score prediction. I go here 3-2 PSG and then advance.
Oh god.
Fair
Because
enough.
I can tell you what, I got a weird feeling. Let me overthink this one. Or no, if it can happen, like, strange, you get on to think this one. Cause you gonna be like, man, finally we did. I just get put up whatever can happen. I ain't gotta worry about this one. And I feel for the one and only time in life, Pochettino gonna come with a good plan.
Do you want it only
The
time?
one and only time you can come with a good plan.
That Spurs fan Liverpool was foolish. I never forgive you for that.
Oh
Oh
my
my.
god, I don't want to talk about that.
There you go.
That Liverpool match, we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that.
But you
But
know,
yeah,
And
right?
I
the plan
believe
for Munich.
the
Not really.
Brazilian
In
who
terms of
owe me a
yeah,
World
it's very
Cup
good.
will come clean tomorrow. Cause you owe me a World Cup, sir. The 2014 you get hurt. I can give you that one. 2018 you play so much garbage that I started to hate you. You gotta come good tomorrow.
Maria?
No, I talking about man Neymar.
Ah.
I
I
need
mean,
you.
just all World Cup.
We're
Yeah.
all World Cup. You gotta come clutch tomorrow.
Me vexed, don't
That
worry.
had me vexed.
Yeah.
Neymar, you owe the
He
people.
got to show me though. The more if Mbappe don't play, he got to put PSG on the back. He has to.
Neymar,
Yeah.
this was $220 million, and what have we seen for this? Nothing.
Assist.
All we did see you is crying. We need you to step up tomorrow and be the man to carry the man over the line. And they need to be able to do a lap string tomorrow, talk my shit. So I got a PSG 3-2. Because they can't concede. They can't defend that good. And honestly, PSG is very good away from home. They're terrible at home this season, but they're very good away.
Yeah.
That was another factor too. That was saying that I don't know. I was saying to one. I put on who's winning better.
And the
But
funny thing is, right, Man City not that good at home this season. Remember Leeds went there and beat them 2-0. So, but I was reading an article today though. Funny enough, Arthur said what he was saying too, that he may, Man City might get comfortable and think they're already in the final. Like Pat was saying today that he's not going to talk to his players about PSG, and he not going to give no detailed team talks on who to stop Kylian Mbappe. So I don't know if he getting too arrogant or overconfident or what. I mean,
Mbappe don't like he players. I mean,
But that's only a lie too, so I don't know. We were gonna
We,
see.
we never know. You know, football is yes. Reports come up. What this player is injured? That bomb should play clean. He
Right.
cheap.
It could be mind games. It could be mind games that both Pep doing by saying that they're not studying PSG, and it could be mind games that PSG using to say, Mbappe may not start. So we'll see who comes out on top tomorrow.
All right, but you go wrong there off now, and I'm gonna do your hand to this boy. Kev is a Real man, Mars a Chelsea man. This is on Wednesday, and this is a tie that I honestly don't know who's gonna come out of this because to me Chelsea played very well at Real Madrid. I was pleasantly surprised at how
Yeah,
Chelsea played.
they were great though.
Brilliant performance. Now we can all talk about Limo Lerner or Lermo, whatever you want to call him, man. But forget about him. Captain America showed up. Conte balled in that game.
Yeah, he was good.
Brilliant game. Rudiger had a good game. So Chelsea looked very, very good. Can we see Chelsea in a Champions League final? And Mark, if you go to this final and Pep is in the final, I need you to win this final. I can't let Lep in the Champions League.
When need me to win it too.
I
Imagine if they find a
need
city.
you to win
I
this.
can never hear the end of that big man. I can't have that. No.
So,
All right, I
so
can go first.
the
I
man
can
break it
go
down for me.
first.
Break it down for me.
I can go first. Honestly, I just want to say it was a very good game. I was surprised, but I will say this as a reasonable football fan and one I got sense. Real Madrid was weakened. That was not a full strength Real Madrid I played. Let's get out of the way. Now Marcelo left back. And we all know Marcelo's a liability in defending. They might have Mendy. They might have Ramos. They were missing key men. And he's
Valverde.
like a possibly returning second leg. I seen reports that Mendy and Ramos squad. So I got to face a better Real Madrid than I faced the one before. I will say this respectfully. I had Real Madrid dead in the first 25 minutes. Respectfully, I had them dead. If Timo Werner would have convert those two goals
Limo Lerner,
and
Limo Lerner.
Chilwell did not miss that chance, that was a 4-1. Respectfully, I know within my heart I had them dead in the first 25 minutes. But the thing about Real Madrid and Chelsea this season, as the pundits were saying, both teams are not really flair teams. We're both set up in a defensive sort of manner, if you get what I'm saying. So this is not a tie that you can expect like a blowout score. If you get what I'm saying, it's going to be very close. So me personally, how I'm viewing the game, I would not be surprised at 1-0, either to me or Real Madrid. But I will say this: the team that scores first in that second leg is who is going to decide it in my eyes, because both teams are very defensively sound, and like they're both very good teams on counter. Because Real Madrid has used Vinicius speed and what's not, and the pass and masters in midfield to get the pitch. I just use team more speed and whatever pass insert to and stay with the team and the full back. So if you get what I'm saying. So it's gonna be a very tight game. I don't see this as an open game that somebody get blown away. If you get what I'm saying. I can either see I don't know personally what Tuchel's gonna do. Because everybody's debating, do I start Kai? Do I put Kai and Timo up top? Or do I play ZH again? But my problem with ZH this season, he don't look like a ZH. And he loses the ball all the time. I don't know if he's unhappy. I don't think he's happy. He doesn't look like a player that is content when he comes off the field. And he loses the ball a lot. Me personally, I would go with Kai Timo and Pulisic. If you get what I'm saying, got a front three that interchanging or a front line that interchanging. They can use the speed. And Pulisic obviously can cause problems for Real Madrid regardless of who I left back. Pulisic is a very good footballer. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but the issue is I don't know how to call this one. It's very tight. I personally I don't think Tuchel can go for 0-0. Shot play tight. I hope he doesn't. Or I do like classic Chelsea have been doing the season and they get a lot of 1-0s, a lot like score and shut up shot. But again, there's a full strength Real Madrid I'm going to face, and Real Madrid have pedigree. You must respect them in Champions League. They're a different animal. When that Champions League song comes on, Real Madrid could be having a horrible La Liga record. Once that Champions League song plays, that is a different team you are facing. And if Ramos on that pitch, El Captain, you must respect him. Even if I am the rival side, I will show respect. But I hope my side can pull through. If I get 1-0, or 0-0, like away or advantage away goal, I'll take that. But I will say, I know for fact in football's funny. Those chances Timor did not put away could come back to haunt me. For sure. But for me personally, I see a 1-0 to either side. This
1-0.
game ain't going to be a blow-away game. A 1-0 to either me or Real based on how we defensively set up the season. That's just my take.
All right,
But I would
Kev.
like to win.
All right, Kev. Let me know, man. He's the Real man. What you think he can get done, man?
I can start by talking a little bit with the first leg. Yes, it was a weekend Real Madrid side, but they still had back. Carvajal was back. Um, I never see in all the matches that I watched the last 7, 8 years. I never ever seen Kroos, Casemiro, and Madrid so quiet in a game yet. I mean, the way how Kante was playing, it was magnificent. I mean, Rudiger was good. We had the midfielders was helping out Kante very well. Monk was great. The only letdown to me was Timo Werner, but I'm glad because he kept us in the tight. Um,
Yeah, boy.
the 3-5-2 that Zidane was trying to play, I don't think he can do that with Ferland Mendy back, Sergio Ramos. He can play 4-3-3 that Madrid accustomed to. To me, that was part of the reason why Real Madrid didn't play well too, because they're not accustomed
Formation, you're not accustomed.
to
Playing
that
playing playing against me with a training bot is kind of pointless
yeah.
because I know the system. I
Yeah,
can't take
that
my field on me. So
he was
the
trying
only
a
team I
lot
play
with
training bot is beat because I know the system and I know you can't really beat me with a training bot. It's very
he was
hard because I
trying
know. Yeah,
he was trying to do with Chelsea. He was trying to beat Chelsea at their own game, and to me
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah. But I know the system better.
that
So
ain't come off. Chelsea,
yeah, and
Chelsea
Marcelo, they're not accustomed to that. So
did
and it
not
makes it look
play.
off. From Madrid, they look kind of off. They look their usual self.
Yeah, Chelsea
So
did not really play a 3-5-2. So to me that didn't make sense. So hopefully Real Madrid the end we back in the second leg. I don't know. Just like Mar, I don't know to predict. This one is tough. Um, Before the game played though, like last week, I was thinking to myself, well, after the first leg result, like like the end of last week, I was thinking that it could be one of those games like for real, whoever get the first goal might just shut up shop and defend. It would be like a 1-0. Um, but in the back of my head, I just think it can be a little bit more end to end in that first leg. I feel like Real Madrid more so than Chelsea need to go for it because Chelsea got the away goal and that could either work to Madrid favor or it could leave them open at the back and
yeah,
counter attack.
because if
I
you go
don't I don't
forward,
think I don't think it can be a 1-0 though. I think it could be like a 2-1 to either team. I can't why can't I tell you it's who can win, but I just don't think it can be a 1-0. It could be like a 2-1 or 2-2 or something like that. But I don't see more than I don't see like a 3-3 or a 4-3. I don't see so
yeah,
many.
I don't. Based on how we are playing, both sides are
Yeah,
playing,
Yeah, no big
and the
goals, man.
defensive football, it ain't really gonna be no blowaway affair. And what I will say, Real Madrid, the thing with Real Madrid that just as a football fan, that I find I concerned about for y'all attack. If Benzema don't score, the boy don't really do nothing. Like Benzema is basically carry that team. Vinicius is a good footballer, yes, but he's finishing his trash. I don't know how he scored two past pool. I was shocked. I was like, wow, Vinicius. But unless Casemiro chipping Ramos or Benzema, the ball don't really score for you. You attack outlet is solely Benzema, and
yeah,
it's
but
kind of the same for me. Like my strikers be hot and cold. The thing, as I said, the thing I'll finish off saying, I don't give Timor heat because he contributes to the team. Remember how to put it with Morata fall down, cry, yawn like he lost a toy. Like
yeah,
Morata
yeah,
don't help me
yeah.
fall. Morata's fall down, cry out for a foul. The team is count that score by me. Timor, no, I would give. He works hard. Even if he make a horrible miss, he can keep running and do what he has to do. I like how Timor plays. I like how to draw the system. His speed is the defenders got to go after you. You got to go after Timor. Even if you think you miss, you have to run after people on the counter. He's very fast. So his
Facts.
speed is using speed to create space for Mount Kai or whoever can run in. And he's very and he get assists. He's get goal contributions. So for that, I can't be too hard on him. But I would like it. I would just want to finish. I think there's a footballer in there, but again, football about confidence, and he's not confident right now. You can see it. He's not confident because our chances, Timor, like say, will put away. If you get what I'm saying, like his football style is the true ball. Like true ball and run on, he can score. But no, you're not seeing it. If you get what I'm saying. So
Mhm.
when I see team sheet, I guess I will be more solidified on my opinion. But as I said, right now the tie is very tight. I can see a 1-0. maybe as you said a 2-1 to somebody, but I don't see in a blowaway. Both sides are fairly tight, evenish, both in attack and defense.
Kev,
But I can face a full strike Real Madrid.
yo,
So my
Kevin,
best team win.
yo, Kevin.
But
As I
I think,
told Ma, right? If you do get to the
yeah.
final, I need,
But the thing is, right?
I need you to beat Lep if he gets to the final.
But I can finish.
And I remember I tell you, I want a double from Zidane if he does get to the final. So
But I can finish with this, right? Like I don't know. I feel like who football is fair, right? The better team don't always win. Like even if Chelsea maybe the better team in both of these legs, I still feel like experience may play a part.
Yeah,
I,
that's the thing. You are Champions League. You're Champions League veteran. You know this comp. You went 3 times back to
I
back.
feel like
Like,
even if
this is your playground because that was silly. Don't let them get past the quarters because
like
for they know what can happen.
like
So
Casemiro and them is still chipping with goals. Like Benzema obviously scored like I don't even know, must be like 70% of the goals for Real Madrid this season, but I still feel like Ramos, Casemiro, Valverde, for the many, all of them is still chipping with goals sometimes. So
already back. Yeah, COVID.
you
He,
got
take it back. All right, but man,
I
I need to be
honestly
brief here, so I give him a little prediction here, so.
honestly,
And this is
right?
like, Kevin, let me give him a little prediction. I gotta wrap it. I gotta wrap it up soon, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Uh, I can be brief with you, man, boy. I like Chelsea boy feeling the Zidane double, boy. Again, a 1-0. Real Madrid, Real gonna win La Liga, and Real gonna win this CL. I met Pat Cry. So that's my prediction for the thing. If you don't want to refute this, let me do it. I would love Tuchel to win it too. Tuchel would be nice. He get revenge on PSG kicking him out, but this operation no Champions League for Pep. That hashtag no Champions League for Pep. No number 3 for Pep. So let me get your scores right. Mar, you going with a what 1-0 Chelsea?
I want him to either side, but I would like it. I want him to me.
I going 1-0 Chelsea. Be brave. Kev, you going 2-1 who?
Real Madrid.
To our Real Madrid?
Mhm.
I going, I going 1-0 Real and Zidane get the double and tell Pep, I got 4, you still on 2, and you only win it with Messi, and they win it without Ronaldo. And on that note, I'd like to conclude the Anything Goes podcast, episode number 11, Football Talk. Mar, thanks for coming on. You gotta have you on again.
Yeah,
Problem, boy.
man.
Anytime. Thanks for having me.
No problem. I hopefully even be celebrating the Champions League next time we got you on. Kev, as usual, thanks for
Yeah.
coming through.
Yeah, you had a blast. We
Yeah,
had a
we'll be
good time.
celebrating the double, but as I say, it's Operation Stop Pack. And guys, the 11-year wait is over, baby. Scudetto 19 is in the bag and 20 is coming.
I'm so happy that
Anytime.
three P. I want we should do a 3P.
3 feet. And
Let's
before we
do
close the shop, remember guys to check out Bearded Conversations podcast. It's on all your favorite streaming platforms.
I gotta
Shout out
catch
to
up. I
Teak.
gotta catch up.
Shout out to Teak for doing it. And remember, check out my boy Zacchariah. Live streaming on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Links are all down in the description. And we are out.